emotional afternoon. But she was very perturbed all the time and said my daughter Helen could be walking through the door any minute. Helen didn't do that, but so we left after a couple of hours. The following year, Mercia's death was in the paper, and in 2005, we, the family of my husband and 3 children, we moved back from Florida to Kent, where I'm living now. And I was absolutely determined because this name Helen was imprinted on my brain, and I wanted to find my husband. So
that when she said Helen might alter it's the first time you knew you had a half sister.
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
And it remained. Can you just explain to us why it mattered so much to you?
There was always a feeling of emptiness. I grew up as an only child with adopted parents who were absolutely fabulous parents. They loved me, you know, to bits and gave me everything and the best life that I could have possibly had. We weren't well off, but, you know, it was great. But there was always something missing. And I had a little dog that I grew up with, and she was like the sister that I'd never had. And, you know, it was just, there was something, it was a hollow. It was just something that I had to find out.
When did the internet part of this come in? When was it? Did you get in touch with her by email? Did you find her through the internet?
Well, I'd gone down every avenue and had met brick walls so many times, and it came to the only avenue I had left was putting a notice on Jeans Reunite, which I did, and within 24 hours I had an email from a lady who said, I'm your cousin, you've got 2 sisters and a brother who unfortunately passed away, and your sister Helen lives in Texas. And without a wheeling out of her, I managed to get Helen's email address, and this cousin said, we know all about you, but Helen doesn't know anything about you.
So let me get to Helen. So Helen, one day you get an email.
I certainly did, yes.
And
opened my emails late at night, and there was an email from someone called Jenny Lucas, who I've never heard of before. Opened the email to find that she said that she was my half sister.
Wow. How did you feel when you saw that?
Well, it was like a bomb had dropped. Complete shock. I had absolutely no idea, nothing about this, nothing at all. And we sat up all night and talked about it. My husband Dennis and I, we sat up all night and talked about this. And at first we thought it was a scam, which is, well, you know, we all have to be careful with the internet these days. And we read it over and over again, but there was just an element of feeling, an element of great truth in that email.
And I hear in fact that you're twins.
Yes, we are. We're fraternal twins. Initially we believed we were half sisters, you know, because of basically we had different birth dates at that time. And then we found when we did get together we were so alike. We had a DNA test done, and it was 99.97% matched. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you really did have that link, isn't that what it's for?
We did. And we both knew there was something missing throughout our lives.
So you love each other?
Oh yes, very much so. And one of the benefits of all of this is that not only do we have each other now, but we have family that we didn't have before. Jenny has a lovely family down in Kent, and I have my family up here, so it's extended the family. The internet we wouldn't be here without the internet.
Well, thank you very much indeed to both of you for your story. Really fascinating. Thanks, and the best of luck. I know you've written a book about experiences, but it's called My Secret Sister. And we're just really fascinated to know whether there's anyone else out there who found a long-lost friend or relative through the internet, or thanks to the web, have you started a business, have you changed your life, has something dramatic happened to you because of the internet? 85058 or 3
Let's talk money now. Dominic Norris here from 5 Live Money. So Britain's in talks with the Russian state nuclear company about building a nuclear power station in the UK.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Hard to follow that story we just heard as well. But it is interesting. Britain has this nuclear power force with a lot of our stations are going offline in the next 10 to 15 years. If we want to carry on with nuclear, we need to find other people to replace them. We